The crosswalk was over there. And you just blindly walked through. See, I couldn't see that one coming. Nice stop. And you are in the crosswalk, so yeah, go. You got the right. Actually playing safe. Good job. Hello, this is George F551, and we are doing a Christmas Eve walkthrough of Solomon Pond Mall, Marlborough, Massachusetts. Typically, we do the walkthrough on Black Friday. Unfortunately, a family event occurred in which Thanksgiving had to be changed to when I normally would do that, so Whitney Field and this mall got their roles reversed. So Whitney Field got the Black Friday, and I might just keep it that way, because Black Friday seems to matter way more than Christmas Eve. It used to be Christmas Eve, everybody was running around like with their heads cut off. And down there you can see some suicide scooters, as I call those. Anyway, I got a new hidden camera, which of course it flops around a little bit, so goes crooked or what have not. It is what it is. Unfortunately, the new one does not have audio, but the picture quality is a lot better, and the definitely has a higher quality video as a whole, much better build quality as well. So I had my old flip camera recording audio in its place. Unfortunately, over here, if you never seen that, that was a corridor in which, when they were building the mall, a Jordan Marsh was supposed to go in, but as it was being built, Jordan Marsh went into bankruptcy and then ultimately out of business. So that's why you get the weird hallway to nowhere. So anyway, yeah, the video quality is a lot better than the old hidden camera. But there's no audio, and as I was saying, I was using my old flip camera. And I tried hiding it in my pants pocket, but it made a lot of awful noise, so then I figured it would be better in my coat pocket, and it was no better. So there's going to be absolutely no audio from what's going on in here, and apparently I got to also compensate, not as much as the older camera, but I have to compensate for it leaning. So you can see every now and then the picture kind of lists over to the left a little bit. So it is still busy, as you can see. And what we will be doing is we will be going around the second floor, and we're going to hit the food court on the way back on the second floor. And then when we get to the first floor, we'll go walk through the department stores. So I think I might just do Christmas Eve here, because now this mall has a very loud DJ that likes to play music, which makes the audio unusable. Unfortunately, where I hid this camera made the audio unusable, so I think I'm just going to have to walk with it in my hand. So anyway, you're going to see that things have definitely improved. It's still struggling a bit, and there's still quite a few empty spaces. So I'm just going to let you sit back and enjoy the music while, if anything comes up of importance, I'll come in and break in. So like I said, sorry that there isn't any audio. The recording I made is just really, really inaudible with fabric grinding up against the microphone. So yeah, completely useless, unfortunately. So I'll let you enjoy the video at this point, and I'll break in when we need to. This sign says, "Something new is coming soon." Something has been coming soon to that spot for over a year now. So, yeah, I'm wondering if whatever was coming in was falling through. So again, the food court has went from literally just having 2 restaurants to having just a couple vacancies now. Well, maybe 3, if you count those little kiosks anyway. Well, this time the merry-go-round is not moving, but it was being ridden as we were walking by initially. So funny thing is, the Charlie's cheesesteak of all things is the one business that failed. Usually that's the one that survives and is one of the very last ones. Not this time. So, as we go further along, there was one dead restaurant that was soon to open. And in some cases that sign is true. New experiences have come to the mall. You'll definitely see that on the first floor next to the Sears. And here's that new restaurant. It's Pop Tea. And the middle one is still empty, but supposedly Aunt Anne's Pretzel is going to open there. There's a coming soon sign for that as well. So, that's what I got for now, so I'll let you enjoy the music yet again. I don't know if this is planned or it just happens this way, but as you can see here, we got a pretty long chain of storefronts that are vacant right now. I think it might be planned, because I don't see too many of that. And that Hanush Jewelers that's closed there actually moved downstairs. There's JC Penney, and once again, when we hit the first floor, we'll go through and take a look at how things are going in the department stores. So the Space Wars, that seemed to have vanished the last time I was here, and it became that large arcade that you see in the very beginning. Well, apparently they actually moved over. There's a calendar store that also moved into a smaller storefront and left behind a vacancy. But, as I said, as we go along, I'll break in, and it seems as soon as I break in and bring up something, and then let you enjoy the music, then there's something else that I just didn't remember at the time. Alright, I think now it's time to head down, and right there, the bright, pretty colors, that's a new thing, and that's one of the big, new, exciting things at Solomon Pond Mall. Let's head down. And we pass the massage parlor. And here's a big new thing next to the dead Sears. It's a giant playground for kids. And we do just stop and look inside just to see what they have. And fortunately, there weren't any kids super close, well, besides them, but not close enough that, you know, that you could make out who's wherever. There's the eyebrow place, and yeah, that looks like something that hopefully will last. And there's the eyebrow place. Oriental City. They need to do something with the Sears, though, because it's dead. Although that playground definitely livens up that part of the mall quite a bit. Alrighty, once again, I'll let you enjoy the music. It appears that the information system had apparently shut down and was rebooted. Only thing is they never restarted it. Anyway, we don't get a good look at Santa because, we try to get a quick peek. And, yeah, there he is. Well, yeah, he's hidden behind the soldiers there. We're not going to get a good look because, yeah, I'm really not comfortable with getting images of kids that close to a Santa. Anyway, so continuing down, and this empty store right here is where the games and calendar store used to be. It just moved to a different spot. So one vacancy traded for another. So pretty soon we're gonna head into the Macy's. Alrighty, we're going to head into Macy's, and how this is going to work with JC Penney as well is go around the first floor, then go up to the second floor, and come back down and continue the first floor walkthrough to the JC Penney. It definitely is a lot quieter than Black Friday. Like I said before, I remember Black Friday was crazy, but Christmas Eve used to be even worse back in the day. I just remember it back when Whitney Field, aka Searstown, when it was, well, Searstown, it used to be very hard to get a parking space there. Black Friday, yeah, not as challenging, but before Christmas, that's usually when everybody's in there, and it's like sardines. Doesn't seem to work that way anymore, so these stores work on Black Friday to make that the big day, and it definitely shows. Again, it just makes it a lot easier to do this, because it's just too difficult to do it on Black Friday, so I'm not going to do Black Fridays at Solomon Pond anymore. We're going to reserve it to Christmas Eve. I mean, I've mentioned that already, but I just want to really make it known. And even the backstage area is a little less crowded, so I'll stay quiet for now and let you enjoy the music again. Well, it looks like I chose the wrong time to head up the escalator because everybody is going up. Well, we're still going to do it anyway. So, I'm going to cut the camera as we head up and then continue on the second level. Do a similar counterclockwise lap around here. Although we start on the right-hand side heading towards the entrance so that when we complete the lap we'll be at the escalators and head back down. there are some interesting things that happen here, so I will come back. That's a fairly long line, and it gets longer as we walk away, which is kind of interesting because there's another register up ahead that doesn't have anywhere near as many people. Even when I did the Black Fridays here and I walked through this Macy's and it was crowded and practically impossible to get around, the furniture department is just as you see it now. Dead. I was kind of surprised even then when it was wall-to-wall people. 0 people in this department. Nobody. Again, this register, almost nobody there. The one near the entrance to the store, mobbed. Since there weren't too many kids around and we did try to avoid them where we could, decided to take a little walk through the Toys R Us. And apparently the people that visit Burlington at Whitney Field come to this Toys R Us because there's just stuff thrown all over the floor. What kind of people are so disrespectful? So anyway, not a very big Toys R Us section, but it's better than not having a Toys R Us at all. I still miss the big store though. So that's the tour of Macy's. We're going to continue the first floor of the mall till we get to the JC Penney and we'll walk around that. That is going to be the biggest WoW entertainment center I've ever have seen. And that's it. So I only stepped in because that yellow machine, the turntable, was making a really loud squeaking noise. And I just wondered what it was. Also, just for your information, this was recorded around 1:45 in the afternoon. So just to throw that in there, don't know if it makes that big of a difference or not in terms of how many people are here versus what would probably be their busiest point during Christmas, but just thought I'd throw that in there. And there's a shoe store. And we get a quick look in there, passing by. And there's the Holier Than Thou store, which I am surprised is as empty as it is, even though it really isn't. And again, the storefront that they turned into a lounge. Look quickly, because we do get Santa. And there he is. Like I said, around kids, I don't really want to, have that on frame too long. So, we're heading towards the JC Penney at this point. Have you noticed something missing in the mall since we've been walking through? There's the suicide scooters, and none of them are being ridden around. I guess we can say that's a good thing. Anyway, it's time to walk through the JC Penney. Same thing, just different. Well, sort of different because they tend to crowd their stores with merchandise, so it's more maze-like. Although more labyrinth-like would be a thing, because there's no dead ends, so you can find your way out. It's just they just put a ton of stuff out on the floor. So we'll come back again, as I said, when we find something interesting. And I guess that was their makeup store. I didn't really pay too close attention to that. I was trying to make the lap here. So come back, as I said, when I see a point to do so. One thing I've noticed putting this video together is when the camera transitions from one file to the next after it makes one a certain size and moves on, it's not a very smooth transition. But yeah, without the audio, who cares? It's got a really nice picture, and I have to say the white balance is a lot better. I know I've said this before. And here's an actual register, instead of having gutted ones, which Whitney Field has as well. So that's, I don't know if that's something that is concerning about the future of JC Penney or not. So that's what I gotta say for now. And here we are on the second floor, and you're going to notice that this lap is much shorter than the first floor. I take it there must be a stock room and it's on this level, because it's nowhere near as deep as I said, the bottom floor was. Also, as you can see here, for some strange reason, they've cordoned off a section of the store. It's not a big section, but I find it kind of odd that they've closed a section of it off and left it dark. Anyway, this is where they have the luggage, and they left the door open, so turned around and took a look and see what's behind the wall. And yeah, it just looks like they use it for storage pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much what they're using it for. Similar to the Macy's, it seems the furniture and bedding department is dead. Everybody is everywhere else. At this point, I decided to check out if Wormtown is just closed for the day or it's gone. I know some places close early or don't even bother opening on Christmas Eve for reasons unknown. Like Gardner Furniture, they close wicked early. And it appears that it's a thriving business, or at least one that's still in business, just closed for the day. And here's the other WoW Entertainment Center, and this one is bigger. But as most people notice, myself included, there's never anyone here. And most of these games are on silent mode. Not exactly attracting people. So we've made our laps around the building, and I did not make a outro when I was shooting all the other segments, including this. So this is the Christmas Eve walkthrough of Solomon Pond Mall in Marlborough, Massachusetts. And this is George F551 saying, hope you enjoyed and have a good one.